Yes, I think all have joined by the time. Only 11 people are there, including. Am I audible there?
Yes, sir, you are.
Yes, sir.
So today we will be studying about uh, this objectives of the research. That why we do actually this research, right? And what is the difference between aims and objectives, and this fundamental we will be able to clear, right? So let us start it. Okay. By the time, please, can anyone tell me what do you mean by objectives of the research? Anyone? Objectives of the research. Anyone? What do you mean by objectives? Yes. Objectives of the research. Anyone of you? Okay. Objectives of the life. Let us talk about. Objectives of the life.
Survival.
Survival is not the objective, my dear. It is a basic need. It is a need. What is objective? You might have observed when you were a small kid and you want to be an astronaut or a doctor or a teacher or any other successful person. So these are the aims of a person's life which she wants to achieve in the lifetime, right? And today's agenda in this particular session, we would undertake the objectives of the research and how are they formulated. Okay. Yeah. So anyone would like to throw light on this? What are the objectives of the research, or what are the objectives of a business research? Because we are studying business research methods. Come on, anyone? Anyone from you? Am I clearly
Sir, to
audible?
find the best, sir, to find the best one out of scraps, sir. Like to get the best one for the organization.
Karthikeyan, your video. And please, everyone on your videos. Everyone on your videos. Yes, Karthikeyan, what do you want to say?
Sir, to find the best one for the organization, sir.
To find the
Best one for the organization.
best means what? Best one what?
Sir, employees.
Okay, what else? Yes, sure, what do you want to say?
So to collect data and information which will help the organization achieving their business goals.
Uh, Let us be specific. Let us take further. Sorry, is my video visible over there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us take it in this way. Uh, mm, Let us just assume that we were having that problem of restaurant in the last class. We studied about that restaurant. From that point of view, if you want to say what would be the objectives? Yes. I hope you remember the this particular case of the restaurant business. What was the problem in that? Karthik, what was the problem in the restaurant business?
So not able to recall, sir. So 1 minute.
Were you there in the last class?
Yes, sir. I was there.
Yes, Matan.
Yes, sir.
What was the problem in the restaurant business question or restaurant business problem? What was the main problem? Karthik Rajput, on your video. Rakesh, yeah,
So the service, sir.
yes. Service, yes. What type of service means? What in the service? Service was one of the things which we identified may be a problem. The problem was that the restaurant was not actually flying off. The thing was that uh, the restaurant in the nearby was having a good business, whereas the people they were not coming in the restaurant. So there can be couple of problems. Okay. So our objective is to identify that and resolve it. Okay. Anyways, let us just proceed further with it. So now what happens? It is actually, you can say, the research objective is something we are moving from what you know to what you don't know. Actually, we already know what is the present situation of the restaurant, and we are moving from known to the unknown. Okay, from the known part, we are actually proceeding further with the unknown one. Right? So that was the main thing. Yeah. So if you can please discuss amongst yourself regarding this, that will be better. What is going from known to unknown? Any one of you? Sorry, you had this particular situation. What is known and what is unknown? Carry on with your class. Sorry.
So like by using the data which we already have, we try to find out new facts.
You have to discuss among yourselves. Okay.
So knowing the problem and then getting to know what's the cause of the problem.
But that's problem solving, right?
That's what is going from knowing to unknown, I think.
Yes, sure. You are. Please have the discussion.
So I'm not completely sure if I get the topic.
Huh?
I'm not sure that if I get the topic right or not.
Means what you are not sure of. See, what the thing
Like,
is that you have to go for what you know to what you don't know. Is it correct or not? That is what the thing is. If you see
so,
the
so,
slide, can you see the slide on the
yes, sir.
yeah? So see this and see how you have to go for means the objective. See 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. Okay, so here you should get a hint of how you have to proceed further with getting. So these type of things are also asked in your MBA in your papers. Okay, carry on with this. See what, try to guess, make a wild guess, whatever. Okay, and ask others also. Rakesh, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rakesh, can you guess what it is and how it will go on?
So, according to my knowledge,
Yeah,
it
you
says
can
down.
both of you and Shaurya can take it up. Carry on, both of you.
Yes, sir. So, according to this PPT, it shows that there's a problem which they know, but they don't know what's the cause of the problem. So, the process of knowing and then going to the unknown area and rectifying what's the issue is called as research objective.
Like, I think,
Yes, what is your opinion, Shaurya, regarding this?
so I think like by the term, what you know means that the knowledge or points are there, but we are not aware about the, like, we don't possess that information at this moment. So we have to seek those unexplored areas in order to gain what we don't know, but it's there.
Okay, what about 2, 3, and 4?
So I
Try to
think,
find out. See, Rakesh,
sir, only the figure is available. Points are not available on the slide.
I hope the slide is visible to you guys.
So the slide is visible, but only the figure is there. The 4 points are not there.
Hold on. Okay, is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now carry on.
So I think the first point represents the knowledge which we know that it's somewhere there, but we don't possess it right now. And second point describes the point where we are aware that the problem is there. And third is the transition from two to one, which means that in acquiring the knowledge which we are not possessing, but we know the presence of it. And fourth point describes the utilization of that information which we possess now.
Yes. What is your opinion about it? Come on.
So, so the box one says the objective, the reason why the research is being conducted, and the point two says out of knowledge is it specifies saying what they don't know and what was the cause of that, and then the third point says how they're going to reveal the process of unveiling the known from the known, like getting down the cause or what's the problem. And the fourth one says the usefulness, getting out the facts and figures which help down to resolve the problem.
Sir, your mic is not on.
So your video and mic is not there.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you're audible now.
And what about the video?
Yes, it's there.
Okay. So I was asking Matang. Matang, what is your opinion about it?
Sir, in my opinion, sir, the first box says uh, that the research is being conducted, the objective of research, and
So see, what the thing is, if you see two, what you know is out of our knowledge, whatever we have gained. So whatever is known is out of our knowledge. If you see this black dot, which is your research objective, or you can say the box which tells you about the research objective, there is a line. So line, the below the line it is written what do you know, and above the line it is written what you do not know. Okay, so you have to move from what you know to what you do not know. Okay, and this will happen by revealing the unknown from the known. So you have to start from the known and you have to reveal the this unknown. And fourth, which is the most important one, is that it must be useful. Okay, until and unless it is useful, it is useless to reveal the unknown from the known. You might be having many unknowns, okay, which can be revealed by your knowns. So know you whatever you know, you can reveal many unknowns, but it must be related to your objective. For example, if I want to know, first what I want to know is that I am not at all running my restaurant in a good way. Okay, and secondly, I also know that there is a maybe some service quality failure is there. Okay, my chef is not a stable. He keeps on I keep on changing the chef. Why? Because the chefs in this business particularly, they are looking forward for some, they are sometimes very much enthusiastic and all that, and they are not at all able to provide a proper and clear service. So whenever a customer arrives in my restaurant, if my chef is not there, I start preparing the food and I have served it, but it will not maintain the quality. It will not sustain, because my customers might have taken something before also. Okay, that I already know. Now, what the thing is, what can be the totally, what can be the, you can say unknown, which I might have revealed from this, is that my balance sheet is also not going proper. Now, balance sheet has nothing to do with this. So I may reveal some unknown from the known, which may be useless also. So whatever unknown I have revealed from the known must be useful for my business. So that is the concern about it. Okay. So let us, if we proceed further. So there are two type of things over here. So research objective is primary aim while carrying out the research, where you can have a general question such as what are the aims and how do they differ from the objectives. So the word aim is often confused with the objective, as both talk about what an individual or entity or organization may want to achieve. So both are desired results of the work performed by an individual, but there exist some differences. So there are certain differences. So what are the differences between the aims and the objectives that we will be going to discuss? So aim is a general statement of an expected outcome, whereas the objectives are the steps taken to accomplish the aims or the goals of the company. So research objective is primarily the aim while carrying out the research. where you can have a general question. I have already told you that we can have this, that what are the aims and how it is differ from the objective. So if you build a house without a foundation, it is obvious that it will collapse. Am I correct or not? So it has to collapse. Why? Because it is not having a strong base. Getting my point or not? It is not having a strong base, it will collapse. Okay. So and the same is the case of your research also. So your research will also fail if you fail to establish the proper foundation, and your you can say that the outcome will not work at all, because the outcome is not based on the proper problem statement. Okay. And if you write your aims and objectives clearly, then you will make the life of that business easier. Okay, you will be able to understand it in a better way, and the business will also run in a better way. Okay, so now what are the difference between the aims and the objectives is that the aim is an ultimate goal which an individual or entity strive to achieve. Okay, objective is something a person, entity seeks to achieve by continuously chasing it. Okay, you are chasing it. Okay, now what does it addresses? Aims addresses the long-term outcomes, and or you can say the long-term outcomes are called aims, and objectives are the short-term outcomes. Okay, so when you keep on, so you can say objectives are certain milestones, and aim is to do the, so my aim is to resolve the business problem, and there can be certain objectives for it. So I may have to achieve certain milestone in order to achieve that particular target of reviving my business. Now, if we talk about you can say what actually is what it is actually. So it is a, you can say aims are the general direction or intent or an individual of an individual or a company. Okay, and goals are a specific goal of an individual company. It is a general direction. So where I want to achieve. Okay, the truth is that if you struggle to explain the simple terms what your research is on and why it matters, and you may need to refine it, your aims, you may need to refine your aims and objectives to make them more concise, right? Sure, your research will be complicated, but it is core there that the take home message is that a headline explaining whatever you are doing and how you are doing it. So that is more important. Okay. Further, you can say it. It does what does it describes? The aim describes what is to be achieved, and the objective describes how it is to be achieved. Means, so what are the milestones? How should I proceed further? What should I do? What will be my step one? What will be my step two, step three, step four, and finally I will achieve my objective. Okay, now aims are not time bound, but objectives are time bound. You have to do a time bound, and when, because aim might be sometimes you can say if we see the aim in a whole soul, it may be a vague also, but objectives have to be a time bound one. So when the objectives are time bound, you keep on achieving those objectives one by one. Your aim will also become a time bound type of thing. Now, if you try to measure the aim, it is impossible to measure the aim, whereas it is possible to measure the objectives, that whether you have attained the objective number one, whether you have attained objective number two or not. Okay, so this is how we, so if we keep on attaining the objectives, we will be able to achieve our aims. Okay, now what are you doing? What are you doing means your research is, there should be answer to your research. Whenever you are talking about the research, you must be able to explain what your research is doing, or you can say what are you doing. Okay, so the research aims are answer to the question what are you doing. So whenever we are talking of the aims of the research, we will be able to answer what are you doing. Okay, and these are the things which we need a clarity, intentions, a target achievement, promise, and a starting point. So you need to have clearly described the intentions, what are you hoping to achieve, and these are your aims. So you have to just explain it, right? Secondly, the intentions or your aims may be to test a theory. You can say a new empirical thing or setting, or you can derive some theory entirely out of it, or you construct a new data set, replicate the existing study, or you can say the question of existing orthodoxy and so on. So whenever and whatsoever, it must be clearly articulated, right? So as to understand it in a better way. So definitely include them in your introduction, and you have to be very smart while explaining it. Okay, so whenever we are talking about the intention of your research must be a part of your introduction. So we are having a problem of the restaurant business. Now we have to present a complete report out of it, right? So in that case, we have to write an introduction what it is all about. So in that particular introduction, we have to explain. We must be clear. There must be a clarity in the language. At the same time, the intention must be very clear. Third is your target achievement. Means what is your target achievement? So you have to be very explicit, or you can say you have to say it like that the aim of my achievement or aim of my thesis is the aim of this particular you can say the document is to address this problem. Okay, so that is what it is. And next is, you can say it is a promise. Okay, so promise is what? Promise is that you will, whatever you have you can say articulated, you promise to achieve it. Okay, and accordingly you have to fix your starting point, right? So just think of your aims as a statement of intent. You are having some intentions. Now they are the promises to the reader that you are going to do something. So whosoever is going to read your research report, he must be having that something that, okay, after reading this, I will be having, I will be achieving this objective, and after reading this, it will not be a wastage of time for me. It will be something I will be getting out of it. It means that in case of business research, whomsoever you are going to present your research report, he must be assured that your objectives will be fulfilled to the greatest extent, and whatever intentions and target achievements you have done, it's a promise that you will be able to achieve it. Okay, and accordingly you are striving for it. And there has to be a starting point, as I have already told you, because they serve as a starting point of the study. Now this is something, why? Because research aims are the starting point of the study. There needs to be a flow from your aims to your objectives. Means there has to be a proper connection between the aims and the objectives, and to achieve your aims, each and objective is bound to contribute. Okay, so each objective is contributing, and if you have completed your research and found that you answered a different question, make sure that your original aims are still valid. Okay, so that is that is for sure, that you have to see that your aims are fulfilled, and you have to. And one more important thing, when you are writing of your aims, there are a number of things you must bear in your mind. Number one, you must avoid listing too many aims. Okay, and when you write them up, be very specific about it. There has to be a logical flow between your objectives to achieve your aims. Okay, so this is what is about the aims and objectives. Let me talk about the objectives. If you are talking about the objectives, then you have to see the scope of the research, and your objectives must be smart. They must be specific, they must be measurable, they must be achievable, realistic, and time bound. Okay, so this is what it is. Now there can be a question in your exam, that you have to list down certain objectives of your research, and you have to see whether each objective is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound or not. Okay, so you have to do it like that. Okay, so yeah, the aim is, I can say, the replica of the objectives as such. So when it comes to the specification, the aim is, as I've already told you, the aim is a little vague, while objectives are very, very specific. Further, the aims and the objectives of any research must be concise and brief, and they are prepared in such a way that they should show a connection between what a research aspires and how the researcher is going to what the researcher is going to pursue from those aims and objectives. Further, there should be no contradiction between these two. Okay, so your aims must be achievable through your objectives. Your objective should not be heavy, means it should be towards the path, it should be linearly towards the path of your aim only, and there should not be any repetition in this in any other ways. Moreover, they need to be very, very realistic, or they need to be very, very specific. The aims and objectives can be achieved within a limited time frame only. Okay, so objectives can be, suppose for example, these are some of the examples of the objective. For to get familiarized with new theory or idea by extensive investigation, reading to master each and every concept related to it. So this can be one of the objectives. Now here it is very, very specific that you want to get familiarized, and how you want to get familiarized, that you will be going to read, you will be going to do something with the new theory or investigation, and you will be mastering in each and every concept. For example, to generalize the fact that you studied for a specific class and implement them in a wide population, to find the relationship between the various events and the factors that can influence any study and the focus, or to draw a conclusion by conducting a rigorous test, thereby formulating the hypothesis with a solid mathematical proof. If you see this, there has to be something where you start from a generalization and you come to the specification. So this triangle is very, very important. So there has to be some general area under study, problem statement has to be there, okay, and what we know and what we don't know about the problem must be there in the problem statement, and then your specific study, the purpose, and finally the research question. The research question should be out of the purpose, and both the things should be interconnected with each other. Then only we will be able to achieve our goal. Okay, this is all about your aims and objectives and how you have to proceed further with it. Okay, so any question if you have, you can ask. Any question? Fine then. So let me take the attendance. Harshit Kumawat, Hemant Kumar Khatik, Kartik Rajput,
Present, sir.
Kartikeyan, Matang Sharma,
Yes, sir.
Prakash Chaudhary, Pushpendra, Rahul Jevaria, Rakesh Raika, Ravi Raman, Rohan Modi, Shaurya Dixit, and Tirthak.
sir. Present, sir.
Yeah.
Present, sir.
Okay, dear. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sorry, we may be having one more extra class tomorrow, right? Because we have lost some classes before, others are going ahead of us, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.